we have Tom Kies, who's former executive director of the Carteret County Chamber of Commerce, as a matter of fact. And,
good afternoon, Lockwood.
And Elizabeth Snowden, who is the Beverly Snowden. I
Hi.
keep saying she is Elizabeth.
I'm Beverly Elizabeth, though.
Right.
You got it.
Beverly Snowden, who is the executive director of the Arts Council. And we're going to be talking about the 50th anniversary. Really?
Yes, since
Wow.
1974.
I remember that year.
I
remember that year.
A good
Okay.
year.
1974.
Absolutely.
50 years.
50 years.
Okay, let's talk about the Arts Council in general, and then we're going to talk about the specifics of the 50th anniversary. What is the Arts Council? What is it all about?
We're really all about promoting art in Carteret County and beyond, but also promoting education, art education for people of all ages. We work with small children to senior citizens like myself and beyond. And so we are really all about celebrating the arts, and it's every form of art. I think some people associate us because we do have a gallery, the Carolina Artists Gallery, in front of our office setting.
And by the way, that's located where?
1702 Arundel Street in Morehead City.
Okay, what next door to what used to be, as a matter of fact, part of your building is in what used to be Sears.
I've heard that.
And also next door to Morehead Drug. So
Correct.
I just to give some identity and location
And there's
for it.
Jake's and Backshore Living, and
And then First Pres.
First Pres is on the other side right now with all their pumpkins.
That's right. So if you see the pumpkins on Arundel Street, look to the left and you'll see the Arts Council building.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So back to what you're doing. That's the location, but you said it's all forms of art. Am I correct?
It is all forms of art. Thank you so much. It's when I first arrived about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, they were celebrating all forms of art, but I'm also personally passionate about theater and music and concerts and writing. Tom is our author and a writer, and so we're so glad that he is serving on our board. So what we have started to do, we do give scholarships out to students every year who are not necessarily visual artists. We have one young lady who's at East Carolina this year as a freshman, and she's been accepted there for dance. We have given out a scholarship the year before to a student from East Carteret who performed in the band. So and we have one year ago who was going into creative writing. So we do embrace all the arts, and during recent art receptions for the opening of some visual art shows, I have invited the community theater, Carteret Community Theater. Their students came who were performers in Matilda. So they came during our reception in their costume, and they sang and danced, and it was wonderful. And then we had the Elysium Players perform scenes from Fiddler on the Roof. And it was, they brought down the house. It was just wonderful. So and then we've had other activities. We've had a gospel choir come and sing. So trying to show that we embrace all types of art. They think of us as visual artists because of the gallery and because of Art from the Heart, which has been going on for 35 years this year.
And a very successful program,
Absolutely.
I might add.
We get 3,000 to 4,000 people who attend that show. And it's adult art as well as children's art.
You have the schools that
absolutely,
and some of that school art, by the way, is excellent. To the extent you actually have people who buy that artwork.
It's breathtaking. And if it's student art, they don't price it. But if someone is interested in student art at any show, we're showing student art during the downtown Morehead City Chowder and Cheer, and we'll have student art, high school students, over at the train depot. And while it's not marked for sale, if someone is interested in a piece during that event, we have the teacher's name in the school, so they can notify the teacher and contact that teacher, and then that teacher will contact the family.
Okay, we're talking about, that's Beverly Snowden of the Carteret County Arts Council, and we're talking about their 50th anniversary. And of course, as you just mentioned a moment ago, Beverly, the import of this for individuals, for scholarships and things of this nature. But let's talk here for a moment about the impact on a community. And we have, as our other guest, none other than Tom Kies, former executive director of the Carteret County Chamber of Commerce. And Tom, you've, by the way, successfully written How many books now? You've got 5?
Written 5, and I've got 2 more with my agent to see whether or not she likes them.
Say that again?
Whether or not she likes them.
Oh, okay. Well, does anybody like them?
Well, I know you don't, so.
He's a noted fiction writer. Who done it? Or who does it? Done it?
Or who didn't do it.
Who didn't do it?
I've just started my first one.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying it immensely.
So successful. Congratulations. By the way, a lot of people want to write a book. Very few actually accomplish the task. So to your credit. All right. But prior to that, you were the executive director of the Carteret County Chamber of Commerce. Let's talk about that in relationship to the influence and value of art in a community, and particularly in an area that is tourist related, such as ours.
Sure. The arts go a long way in attracting not only tourists, but also people who want to live here. Mm-hmm. They look at a number of things when they're trying to figure out where they want to be. They're looking at healthcare, they're looking at the school system, they're looking at the quality of life. Mm-hmm. And the quality of life includes culture.
Right.
And for Carteret County, we have a lot of very talented people. We have a lot of talented artists. We have talented musicians. We have talented sculptors. We work very closely with a number of organizations, including the theaters, both the Carteret Community Theater and the Elysium Theater. We just gave them, as a matter of fact, we gave them grants.
Through the North Carolina Arts Council.
Okay.
So we're the designated partner with the state.
So when people are looking for a place to live, they want to know that there's a quality of life, and we help improve that quality of life. And as far as tourism goes, we do things like working with downtown Morehead City mm-hmm. with their Alive at 5 concert series, and that draws a ton of people to this area, as well as working with a lot of other organizations.
So you see it as a quality of life issue.
Quality of life issue, but we also see it as an economic driver.
Right.
We did a study through the Americans for the Arts, and we found out that in Carteret County alone, we generate close to $20 million in jobs and
wow.
Various services. That's a lot of money that the arts generate here in Carteret County.
You know, of course, as you mentioned a moment ago, Beverly, and that's Beverly Snowden with us, the executive director of the Arts Council. You're part of the North Carolina Arts North Carolina Arts Association.
Right, the North Carolina Arts Council.
I'm sorry.
And we do partner with them and award grants out this time of year. We just did it at our last board meeting. And so other art organizations that are nonprofit.
But the Arts Council has also done research in that regard and has
yes.
found out the economic impacts of that as well.
Absolutely.
And I know that the Department of Commerce has even worked with the Arts Council on some activities. And I'm looking to you on that one, Tom. Tom Kies, former executive director of the Chamber of Commerce, now retired of sorts.
Happily retired.
And writing aggressively. But that is something that you've talked with business folks. I'm going to use as an example Morehead City and their various art projects that they've conducted. For example, you've got the fishing sculptures on those streets.
The fishing sculptures that have been there for quite some time. There are murals that mm-hmm. you'll find throughout Morehead City. We did paintings on the street.
Mm-hmm. Sidewalks.
Sidewalks. What's fun is we encourage a lot of different art shows as well.
Right.
And a lot of folks that may not even think of themselves as artists. We work with special needs children.
Mm-hmm. Our Special Hands group mm-hmm. and children and adults, and doing mostly ceramics. Lorraine McElroy is one of our volunteers, right. and she heads that up with some other volunteers.
Get to throw clay.
Yes, they get to throw clay, and they have the best time, and it builds their confidence. And we're so blessed to be able to offer that.
We're talking with Beverly Snowden and Tom Kies, and we're talking about the Carteret Arts Council's 50th anniversary. They're 50 years old, and none of us in here are old enough to remember 50 years ago. But anyhow, here's my question for you before we wrap it up with you, Beverly and Tom. What's the plan for the 50th? What are you all looking to do?
I'm going to just jump in for
yes,
part of that.
Yes, and he's chairman of our 50th anniversary campaign. So
Good.
Take it, Tom.
What we're looking to do is we're trying to build our membership. We would like to add 200 members to our group. We want to have people be patrons of the art. We want them to be included in everything we want to do. We want them to join us in this journey on the 50th year.
That's interesting. A journey on the 50th. I mean, when I say that, so you're seeing this as more than just a one-off event.
Correct.
You're looking at something that's going to be sort of a long-term activity. I like that term, journey.
Exactly. It's a way of building the Arts Council, but it's also a way of letting people know what we do, and we want to be part of people's lives.
Okay.
We know that art is important to everybody. It's just not, it's not just for a few people who come see a painting on a
Right.
wall. This is for everyone, and everyone has that spark of artistic ability or imagination or creativity. We want to help make that happen.
Okay. All right. So what are some of the activities planned?
Well, the process that we've started with, the very first, Tom prepared a letter that has gone out through a mass email of about close to 1,300 people.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the next couple of weeks, we're doing our physical mailing of the letter from Tom that shares some of the things that we've been talking about, but it also shares our story. We'll include a rack card that really talks about the history and a lot of achievements and our outreach in the community over the last year or so. And then we'll also include a membership card. And we have student, individual, family, and then we, of course, have a place for donations because we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we survive based on donations and grants that come to us. There's also opportunities for businesses to sponsor an art show. And a benefactor, a supporter, different levels, and the card does include, certainly they can pay online, and our website is www.artscouncilcarteret.org, artscouncilcarteret.org. Very easy to click in the upper right-hand corner of the page. Once it opens, it'll take you right to that space, or they can mail it in, and we've included the address. And but the membership card, if they'll fill out this either in person at 1702 Arundel Street in Morehead City, or they can drop this in the mail. It fits in a 10-inch envelope with a check. But they can also pay by card, whatever is their preference, or cash.
You want money? My
Yes,
goodness.
we're
Okay.
nonprofit. We do need money, and we need the support, but we want to
we're
grow.
a 501c3. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes,
we did that.
yes, 501c3. It's important with your taxes.
50th anniversary of the Carteret Arts Council, and congratulations
Thank
on
you.
Maintaining 50 years, but also on, I think, a great program. I like your comment. I'm going to wrap it up with this, Tom. I like your comment, a journey. So this is an event that's going to be taking place for a period of time. It's not just a one-off event.
No, we've got the art walks coming up for the holidays. Of course, we're planning something big for Art from the Heart. We've got a lot more shows coming up. No, this is going to be a great year. Our 50th year is going to be the best one ever.
That's Tom Kies and Beverly Snowden, Carteret Arts Council. By the way, the website, one more time, and just give that, because I'm otherwise be yelled at if I don't give it to you. Arts Council, that's arts plural, artscouncilcarteret.org, artscouncilcarteret.org, and they're looking for money. But they're also looking for members. I want
And
to say
we're
that.
closed on Sundays and Mondays,
Okay.
but we're open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come see us. I'm there some of the time. Sometimes I'm out looking for that money, but come see us.
To Tom Kies and to Beverly Snowden, thanks for being with us here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lockwood.
Thank you so much.
Always good to see you.